Hello, hello, hello. I am Learning Tech and I'm here to tell you about Spanning Tree Protocol. Spanning Tree Protocol solves a wonderful problem. The problem that it solves is broadcast storms. So layer 2 frames will loop forever and never stop. If you never used Packet Tracer before, I will show you what these green triangles are. When you look at the topology, you see these green triangles. These green triangles means that the link is up. Traffic will forward, traffic can move. This orange circle here, that's spanning tree blocking a port. So with this triangle, that will cause a loop, but spanning tree blocks a link. Blocking that link makes the switch think that the link is not up, that it's down. So the traffic will come here, 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 stop, right there. The downside about Spanning Tree Protocol that it blocks a link, and that's a wasted link. You can load balance and you can make your own route bridges and stuff like that. I'm not going to go through all that. In this video, I just want to talk about Spanning Tree and the problem that it solves. So if I go to my PC here and I want to ping PC1, .168.10.19. Okay, PC1 is talking to itself just fine. There's nothing wrong with PC1. Now I want to ping PC2. It's going to take a while because it's doing ARP. But it works. So it's working. I found PC2. Now Spanning Tree is doing this job. Now if I come to switch 2 and I block that port, well, that port is already blocked. If I do Spanning Tree on that port, that will create a loop. Now, what did I just do? I just did Spanning Tree BPDU filter enabled. What that command does is ignore any BPDUs that goes to that port. So now the switch thinks there's not another switch connected to it. So now you see all of these green. That means all traffic is moving and ready to go. Now keep in mind, when you're doing a topology or you're troubleshooting, your topology is not going to look like this. It's going to look like this. I took the links out. So now this is what you see. That's why it's very important that you know what interface that you're on and what you're configuring stuff with. If you enable like BPDU filter or port fast on the wrong port, you can have a loop. So I'll go back to PC1 and I'll start pinging again. I will ping PC1. So PC1 still works just fine, but you can tell it's taking a little bit longer. I'll ping PC2. Now PC2 is also taking a long time. And you see that? It's constantly coming. You want to stop that, you do Control-C. Okay, you can also see what's really going on. If you go to switch 2, you do show MAC address. Now you see these MAC addresses, they're going back and forth from G02, G01. And it's just going to keep happening, keep happening. Now that is not good. That means you have a loop going on. That means a frame is going to this interface, to this interface, to this interface, this interface, this interface, and this interface. And it's never stopping. It's just constantly going over and over and over. This will take down your network immediately. It will start dropping packets, dropping frames. The first priority with the switches will be the frames, and frames move very, very quickly. That's why layer 2 is so great, especially if you're operating with hardware and it's not using the CPU. It moves very quickly through interfaces. Now, if I try to ping PC3, PC4, let's see what happens. My computer froze. You see how bad loops are? It's freezing my computer. This is why spanning tree is so important. Spanning tree protocol is very upsetting because it takes down a link. But you can load balance that. And you can do ether channels to fix that. But it will really save your network. Like, I'm trying to ping PC3 and it's the same network as PC1, and I can't even do that. It's not allowing me to have traffic to move through, only because the first pings that I did is still looping between the switches. So any other traffic that's coming in doesn't have room to actually operate and function through the network. That is spanning tree protocol. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.